Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and today I'm in a 2025 Mazda CX-90. In this video, we'll talk about the exterior, the interior, then my wife is going to chime in as a former Mazda owner for 3 years. She's going to talk to you about her driving impressions, her fuel economy, and her thoughts on it to give you both of our views on this Mazda CX-90. Let's go ahead and get started on the exterior on a rather windy and cold day here in Nebraska. Okay, this is the CX-90 in machine gray metallic. This one comes in at $58,500, and with most Mazdas, well, the damn thing's gorgeous, right? They just build really beautiful looking vehicles. This has got the 21-inch alloy wheels. They are 275 45 R21 all-season tires. We can see we have some chrome along the side there. Also have nice badging here for the inline 6. Skyactiv inline 6, 3.3 liter turbocharged engine, 340 horsepower, 369 foot-pounds torque with premium fuel. Mazda does a thing where they tell you premium fuel or regular fuel. They give you different horsepower and torque numbers. Look at the manual for that. CX-90, so we go a little bit longer on the wheelbase to fit a third row in the back. Come around the sides, we can see the Skyactiv G badging there. We see the CX-90 all-wheel drive there. And then let's talk about more of the interior. And we'll come up to this and open that up. Okay, so we have the third row that's down. I'll pull the leveler up here and boom, now we have a third row that's up. Look at that. In third row, we have cup holders, USBs. This is a Napa leather interior. It's a tan interior. We'll do more of that when we get inside. I have some power plugs here. Nice power inverter here. These are always nice to see in the back of vehicles, especially you're camping or you're tailgating, that kind of deal. What is back in here? More storage options, some of your jack stuff in there. Okay, go ahead and close that as well. It says there's a hands-free power liftgate back here. I wonder if it's a foot deal. I suck at these things. Oh, I got it. Oh, look at that, I got it. The idea is you get hands full of groceries, you can put your foot back down there and it opens. But I'm a button guy. I apologize, Mazda. I'm a button dude. Of course, the second row is locked. I put the keys in my hoodie. Here's your Mazda keys. They always have an interesting key. They always put the stuff on the side. So it's really wide key fob, and then there's your keys. Okay, here we go. We have a big door back here. And I like the size of this door. I know, it's a dumb thing to like, but look how big this door is. Easy access. This is that tan Napa leather interior. This is the top line model, right? Creme de la creme. It is the Turbo S Premium Plus. Napa leather trim seats, first, second row, heated front seats, AOA power adjustable seats. We'll get to more of that. Optional equipment is the paint. Yeah, that's it, just the paint. Okay, we have a little thing for the sunshades. The nice styling here. Again, Mazda always builds beautiful vehicles. Mazda is like one of the best car brands that I deal with. I just love their vehicles. Powertrains are nice. They're too small of a company. They just don't build enough vehicles. They need to build some trucks. That'd be kind of interesting to have a Mazda truck over here. All right, so then we have this nice seating. It's just gorgeous to touch. Big pano moonroof there, both sides. Nice cup holders, split. I've never seen a split back here for like a his and her kind of storage bin there. So that's nice. And then I have a lever here. Oh, boom, out of the way. I got a step here. And I have a grab, do I have a grab handle here? No, I have a step here. I kind of grab here. Maybe a knock, not having a good grab handle for the kids to hop in. Oh, there, well, here we go, right here. This is the one. I was like, where is it? So you grab handle here, you grab that, you hop in the back of that third row, and then boom, you're out. Okay. Oh, and I have heated, is that heated and ventilated? Heated and ventilated second row seats. Boom, boom, and HVAC controls and USB-Cs. And I said the sunshade and the cup holders, and my goodness, you're riding with style back there. Okay. Up front, again, the same idea. This is interesting. This comes out. See that? Huh. That pops out. Controls here, locks there. that pops out too. That is just interesting. Some controls there, sit buttons there, and then we'll hop in behind the wheel. This, I can't get over this. I'll shut the door here. I mean, it looks really cool. It feels like leather. I mean, it's definitely leather, Napa leather. I don't know about keeping it clean. That's the only thing I'm not quite sure about. But it feels nice. Okay, so then heated steering wheel, heated seats, cooled seats, HVAC controls, different driving modes. Here's your kind of styling here. Again, beautiful vehicles. Cup holders, his and her armrests, USBs. Not a lot of storage here. I do have a pretty sizable glove box. Storage there, a little storage in the doors. It could be a little bit tight on storage for families and road trips. I could say that. Let's see, let's turn it on. Cruise control, volume controls, shifter there. There's our digital display. There's, I guess, a knock I'd say is the camera quality there is pretty poor in today's market. Definitely could improve. It's like fuzzy. I like 360 cameras. I like the cameras here. I gotta use the thing. Okay, so I use this turn dial to turn that up there. Yeah, camera quality could be improved. Would be one thing I could say. And then here's your HVAC controls here. I could probably say that could be dressed up a little bit more too. Just small little details on this. And then the different drive modes. Okay, so we have sport, normal, and off-road. I'm not thinking off-road does a whole lot. They will just leave it normal. So that's your kind of interior and exterior walk around of this Mazda CX-90. Really comfortable seats, lots of features, really stylish. A few knocks would be camera quality, maybe some styling of the graphics and things. And that's probably about it. The rest of this vehicle is pretty darn sharp.
Hey guys, it's Heather Esterdahl with Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and today I am helping Tim out by reviewing this 2025 Mazda CX-90. Now, I kind of offered to do this one because A, it saves me time going up to the unit to get a unit car to drive to a school, and B, I loved my Mazda. I had a CX-5 a couple years ago, and it was at the end of our lease, and so we needed to get rid of it. And I thought, you know what? Let's just see what's happening with this 90, how close it is to the CX-5. So, okay, so this CX-90 is pretty nice. I'm going to tell you that right off. It has top of the line kind of trim, almost like a microfiber trim all the way around. The seats are plush. They've got front and rear cool and heating. Let me double check the rear heating. Yeah, and the rear seats are captain shares twos with that split in the middle for cups and stuff and an armrest. So overall, the inside is super nice. I really, really like it. As far as driving impressions go, it's a little different than the CX-5 that we had. Now granted, the CX-5 we got, oh my gosh, 4 or 5 years ago. And so I recognize a lot's changed since then. But this one doesn't feel as quick in the startup as the 5. It's a little bit slower getting going unless I switch it over to sport mode, because this one does have the turbo. And so once I click it over to sport mode, it moves through those gears really easily and I can just get going. Yes, of course, I'm using the cruise control. It does have some really nice adaptive cruise control, and it almost has hands-free. It's got this really cool Sky Active drive, and so it's like this performance drive where it helps you stay in the lanes, which a lot of them do, but this one isn't weaving as much as some of the others do. I've noticed it sticks pretty well in the middle, and even in high winds. We're under high wind warning right now, and last night we had an awful thunderstorm. And so a lot of wind and a lot of weather is coming through, and it didn't feel like it was pushing me off to one side and then trying to recorrect itself. It kind of stayed right in the middle, so it felt pretty sturdy and safe in that respect. I have driven it around town the past 2 days and averaged about 17 miles per gallon, which is slightly lower than their 23 city. But there's a lot of little stop and start here. We don't have long, like, drive for a mile and there's a stop sign. It's a block, 3 houses, and then there's a stop. Today I took it to one of my schools, about 90-minute round trip. And for those of you who don't speak trips in hours or minutes, it was about 45 miles each way. How about that? And I averaged about 27 miles per gallon, which is just slightly lower than what they said. It was going to be about 28 city, or excuse me, 28 highway, 23 city. So it isn't too far off, but I think it's pretty close. It's close enough.
All right, there you go. There's my thoughts, my wife's thoughts, the Mazda CX-90. I was going to do the ending while I was driving to Denver the other day, but I got hailed on. It was so loud in the cabin due to the hail and the storms. I didn't get the ending video done. Sorry about that. But hey, check out other videos up on the channel over here. Website down below, pickuptrucktalk.com. We both enjoyed the Mazda. We see a lot of value in it for the price point. It's very luxurious inside. Yeah, $58,000 for a 3-row SUV. That's kind of where the market is these days. But to get all that Nappa leather and get those kind of luxury, like premium luxury-ish interior accents, pretty darn good. As always, again, thanks for watching. We will see you down the road.